Hi, everyone. So today we are live again on this issue of divorce. Divorce, divorce, divorce. We know that a long time ago, people did not used to have the high rates of divorce that we are having today. But today, the rates of divorce, they're just way too high, way too high for everyone. And I don't know if you've been married and gone through divorce or this is your first time going through divorce. So let's talk about divorce and how you can avoid it. If you have been through divorce, please let us know about your experience with this thing called divorce and how it can be avoided. Maybe it hasn't happened to you, but it has happened to somebody that you know. Let's discuss about divorce and how it can be avoided. What do you believe about divorce, and what can we do to prevent high rates of divorce? I want to hear from you. Again, my name is Kanini and this is Heal Your Energy. If you have been through life up to a certain point, you know how painful divorce is on the family, on the children, the negative effects that it has. A lot of people are lonely. They've gone through painful divorces. They're traumatized. They're still healing from those wounds of betrayal. And I want you to ask yourself, what can we do modern day to prevent high rates of divorce? What is causing the high rates of divorce? Is there a way that we can turn the tide of divorce and have more lasting marriages? Engage me in a conversation. Engage me in a conversation. So let me see, modern day divorce. What does Google actually say about modern day divorce? In 2021, divorce remained at 14 divorces per every 1,000 married women. So for every 1,000 married women, we had 14 people divorcing. Statistics in 2022, according to the US Census Bureau, there were 2.2 million marriages in 2019 and over 800,000 divorces. So that was a whooping 37% that year. 2 million, to be exact, they said there were 2,245,404 marriages in 2019 and 827,261 divorces. So that's a high rate, 37% of marriages ending in divorce. What is causing these high level rates of divorce? So we are talking about, three per every 1,000 people who get married, we're talking about three couples ending in divorce. And that's huge. And if you think about the impact that has on families, on their finances, on the children and their mental health, it is very, very costly, very costly to think about divorce in such a high rate. So what do you think causes divorce? What do you think causes divorce? Again, we're just going to have this discussion for like 15 minutes and we can see what's going on. Let's see. Famous people who divorced. who divorced. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, Kevin Costner and Cindy Costner, Reese Witherspoon with Jim Todd and Ryan Phillip. Yeah, that was. Let's do 2023 celebrity divorces. Joe Jonas, Joe Manganiello, something. Hugh Jackman, Reese Witherspoon, Billy Porter, Britney Spears, Ariana Grande, Kevin Costner, Taylor Swift, Ricky Martin, Meryl Streep, Tina Knowles. There's so many divorces. Cardi B, I'm not sure. Who was she married to? They just split. I don't know if they divorced. Anyway, there are so many people divorcing. Divorce is at an all-time high. 37% each year. That is like high. Let's see the causes of divorce. Causes of divorce. (2023). Is it money? Is it conflict? Is it COVID? What can we blame these high rates of divorce? Infidelity was number one cause of divorce. Substance abuse, domestic violence, marriage expectations, commitment, conflict, financial problems, lack of intimacy, communication, financial stress, incompatibility, lack of family support, parenting difficulties, and so many other things. So, I mean, we're talking infidelity here. So, you know, and I think with the internet, people can have a lot of partners, and I think that's pretty much a leading cause of divorce. Yeah. So the internet can cause a lot of divorces, but we're talking also substance abuse causing a lot of divorce. If you're joining, let us know if these are some of your causes of divorce that you have had couples discuss about the causes of their divorce. Incompatibility, for me, that I would think that would be a huge one that is causing divorce. Commitment, conflict, you know, arguing, things like that. And this arguing was seen to be endorsed by 57% of individuals and 72% of couples. So that could be a leading cause of divorce, right? Leading causes of divorce. Substance abuse. That's a huge one. If you have if you're abusing drugs and the other spouse isn't, it means that you can afford to check out and the other spouse cannot check out. So they're left with having to deal with your absentia when it comes to bills or children. Yeah, that can be a little bit selfish. What is straining your marriage? What is straining your marriage? It's a good question to ask yourself when you're married. What is straining your marriage? Because it could lead to divorce. It could lead to divorce. What is straining your marriage? Lack of family support, endorsed by 43%. Lack of family support. 43% is lack of family support. The funny thing is, when people divorce, they say 63% of divorcees believe a better understanding of the commitments of marriage could have helped them avoid divorce. A whopping 63%. They say, if I had a better understanding about what I was doing, about the commitment of marriage, I could probably have stayed. That's the funny thing. Lack of compatibility is the top reason for new couples to divorce. 59% of couples divorced in their first year, citing this cause. So if couples are divorcing within the first year, it's because they're like, whoa, we are not compatible. We probably jumped into this thing way too early for ourselves. Again, I think this is an issue that could be avoided if you talked to somebody before marriage and you included maybe your friends to vet your spouse for you also, or you listen to your more like family members and friends regarding who you're marrying. You just don't jump into it. I think if you give it time, a lot of people I know, especially women, feel like this rush for the biological clock. And when you feel that there is this urge for the biological clock, then you think, oh, I really have got to get married now, right? And then it ends up not being a very good thing. So yeah, rushing into marriage. There's no need to rush. No need to rush when it comes to marriage. So we're seeing compatibility is one of the leading reasons for people to divorce. 59%. Only 27% of marriages say that the decision to get divorced was mutual, and the rest, like 69% or so, like almost like 73%, on one party decided that they wanted a divorce. Like one party decided, I want out. Most divorces, they will happen between the third year and the 7th year of divorce of marriage. So between the third and the 7th year, that's when most divorces happen. Most people who divorce, they 92% of the time, they know people who have been divorced. Stay away from people who are divorced if you're married. I'm joking. You know. And then there's also a shocking percentage that women who come from divorced families are twice as likely to get divorced. So we see like divorce is probably between 37 to 40%. And in those families that people divorce, those women are twice likely to get divorced compared to the average woman. So all these are statistics that we need to be aware of when we are talking divorce. So I'm going to end my live stream right now. I hope that you can learn more about divorce and protect your family. Again, we know that the leading cause of mental health problems is broken down families. A lot of people, they get childhood trauma because of their failed families. And if you think about it, if one of your parents doesn't love you, you will get traumatized. If your parents neglect you, you will get traumatized. Even if one or two parents of yours die, you will get traumatized. If you don't feel loved by even one parent, you will get traumatized. And we know the cause of trauma, and it takes us to very deep lengths to heal our energy and to heal our trauma. And that is why we have to talk, when we're talking about healing our energy, we also have to talk about also creating long-lasting marriages. Those things are not mutually exclusive. That is why we have to think about, if you're already married, what can you look after so that you don't get divorced? And if you are already coming from a childhood trauma, and you're most likely to get, to get divorced early in your life, now how do you go ahead of that curve and prevent it from happening? Because I believe that you can help if you learn about these things early. That is why I want you to subscribe and like this channel. Again, my name is Kanini, and this is Heal Your Energy. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, may God bless you abundantly.